Yo, what's going on? It's your boy K every day. It's your boy K. So I'm just going to go ahead and warn y'all now, man. When y'all go back and watch the video and y'all might hear some noises in the background. I got a lot going on in my house right now. Everybody's still up. But I didn't want to wait to everybody to go to sleep for me to get this podcast in. So again, if you see people walking around in the background, if you hear extra conversations in the background, hey, hopefully they'll talk loud enough so y'all can hear what they saying. Maybe y'all can leave some comments. Y'all can give me some advice, you know what I'm saying, on what's going on in my own household. But anyway, it's going to probably sound like I'm rambling today. But I kind of wanted to explain a new segment. Well, I don't even know if I even want to call it a segment, but there's something that me and my business partner about to start doing in the near future. We're about to start really taking a deep dive on this AI and the power of AI when it comes to music, making beats, songwriting, arrangement, melodies, cadence, and everything. So when this AI first came out, when it comes to music, it was very primitive. But now the technology has gotten so good. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but a lot of your favorite songs are probably written by AI. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back that didn't hear me. Some of your favorite artists, some of their best songs are the songs that you really like. I'm pretty sure if there was a way that you could find out, some kind of way it was probably either fully done by AI or AI has something to do with coming up with the words, coming up with the melody, coming up with the cadence, or basically creating the whole song. So I don't want to say the name of the software that we're going to use to show y'all how powerful this AI stuff is, because one, the company is not paying us, so we're not giving them free promo. But trust me, so I'm just going to give you a little quick outline of how we plan on doing it. I make beats. My business partner makes beats. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a beat. We're going to load the beat in the AI program. And then we're going to just type in what we want the song to be about. Once you type in what you want the song to be about, the program spits out an entire song. First verse, second verse, hook. And in some cases, we've been able to tell that it even tweak your beat. So of course, you the one that created the beat, so you know what your beat sounds like. The AI hear your beat, and basically it'll come up with hey, I think a bridge should be right here. So you will notice as you're listening to the song, you'll be like, hold on, I didn't have that sound in my beat. The AI automatically adds other sounds or other elements to your beat to enhance the song or what they think the song should be. Now, what I don't know is if you can go back and take those sounds back out. But from what I've seen so far, because we've been playing around with it, you load the beat up, you tell the AI what you want the song to be about, it'll give you the whole song, and then you can pick, if you want it to be a male voice or a female voice, and then you can pick the genre of music you want it to be in, and it'll spit out a full song, the verses, the hooks, the bridge, all of that stuff. Now, I just recently interviewed a music artist, and I specifically asked him would he ever use AI to help him write a song. He said no. Now, the reason why he said he would never do that, because he asked me, he said, have you ever typed something in AI? And to be honest, I haven't. So I said, no, I've never tried to use AI for like anything that I'm doing, like for my own personal music. He said the reason why he don't like AI is because it almost sounds too perfect. And I had to think about what he was saying for a second, and I was like, oh, so what he's talking about is AI sounds so perfect that it's like it's missing the human element. It almost sounds robotic. It's too perfect. So my rebuttal to him was, you should be able to kind of bridge the gap, meaning that if you wanted to use AI, you can, but then if you wanted it to sound somewhat human, then of course you could go in and you could change some of the words, tweak some of the words, to make it more your own, so you can add the human element, but the overall concept of the song, the overall melody and cadence and stuff like that. You could keep that, tweak some of the words, make it your own, add the human element, and you have a masterpiece. So like I said, me and my business partner, we're going to start playing around with this because we're going to want to show other music artists the power of AI. And this is the way that the industry is trending now. So, if you don't, get on the train before the train leaves the station, you know what happens. You get left behind, right? So we're going to, like I said, I don't know how often we're going to do this. And we haven't even came up with a name. So if y'all can come up with a name for us, if y'all got any creative names to give this segment, or we might even make it its own separate podcast, depending on how big this thing gets. We was thinking about maybe giving it a name like Man versus Machine. We came up with a couple of other names too, but the Man versus Machine sounded pretty good. But again, you will be amazed by how far the AI is coming. I'm not even talking about, of course, when Drake did the beef with Kendrick, he had made the song. You could tell he wrote the song, and then he put Tupac's voice on one of the verses, and then he put Snoop's voice on one of the other verses. That was a cool little trick, but there's a lot of voices in these different AI programs that aren't even famous people. It's just, I don't want to say regular, but it'll be somebody that you don't know who it is. It'll just be like a singer. And some of them you can even switch like the country that they're from. So you can like pick a male vocalist that has like a British accent. So you can pick that. You can say, hey, I want it to be a pop song, or I want it to be EDM, or I want it to be rock or country or whatever the case may be. And then you just say, hey, I want the song to be about this. And then it just spit out a whole song. So, yeah. It's going to be crazy. And at some point, I might even challenge the AI, because the stuff that I've heard, the AI does a real good job of spitting out a song. I'm curious to see if I could hear what the AI does, and then I try to create a song that's just as good or better than what the AI comes up with. So, yeah. So that's what we're working on. Again, and one of the reasons why we wanted to do this, because, the premise of this podcast, well, really the premise of the podcast was independent artists helping other independent artists. I'm an independent artist. My business partner, he's also in the industry. He's mainly a music producer, but, he also raps, he writes music, he's written, however you say the word, songs for other people. So he's an independent artist too. So we're both independent artists, and we're just trying to show you guys, different ways, different tools to, either better your craft, sharpen your craft, make things easier, make your songs better, or it can just give you an idea, a good starting point. And again, you could take what the AI gives you, add your own sauce to it, and tie-bone it, and it's done. Again, if you guys could come up with some creative titles for me, y'all can make my job easier. You know what I'm saying? Just beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Give me some title ideas. Again, we came up with Man versus Machine. I wish I could remember the other names that we came up with, because I would have told y'all. I treat y'all like family. Hey, sharing is caring is what they always say, right? So again, that's gonna be another segment that we're gonna start doing. I don't know how often we're gonna do it again. I don't know if it's gonna be a weekly thing, if we're gonna do it, every couple of weeks, once a month, every quarter. But we're gonna jump on him from time to time. And we haven't figured out what platform we want to use. We haven't figured out all the logistics. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. We're still trying to figure out if we just want to do it like on IG Live, if we actually want to break out the cameras and actually record the sessions and make it more like what my regular podcast videos look like. We haven't figured out if we want to use going live on TikTok, whatever the case may be. We're going to figure all that out. But we will start doing segments that showing the power of using AI to make music. So again, We don't want to see y'all get left behind. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of old school when it comes to a lot of things too. I was totally against it when I first started hearing people talking about AI. But from some of the stuff I've seen lately, this AI is so crazy. Again, I hate this sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but if you don't jump on now, you will get left behind. I appreciate y'all taking time to tune into the podcast. Y'all be good and stay safe.